Hey guys, today I'm back with another Four Horseman Figura Obscura review, and today we're looking at Father Christmas, or Santa Claus, by them. So let's get a better look at that packaging, shall we? Here we are with a closer look at that packaging. We of course have this beautiful mural of Father Christmas right there, with the Four Horsemen logo right there. And then, of course, nameplate, all that good stuff. Christmas tree. And then Figura Obscura top. On the back, we have the bio of Father Christmas, which I'm not going to take the time to read it right now, but it looks like I definitely will after this. It looks fantastic. The read-up looks fantastic. And then also, I forget, the credits for the people who made this figure. And then, of course, the store ad right there. And then, of course, Four Horsemen right there. This beautiful mural, again, of a reindeer. Figura Obscura right there. And then, so that's the magnetic seal that we have here. And here's this beautiful backdrop for the figure, like not dissimilar to the Headless Horseman, where it came with Sleepy Hollow. This looks like the North Pole, and it looks very nice. I love this mural, and I'm definitely gonna have this in front, behind my Father Christmas. And here is the actual packaging. You have Father Christmas, of course, right there. You have all the accessories and extra heads and stuff like that there. The same Christmas tree, because that was the actual packaging. On the back, we have this beautiful moonlit night with Santa doing his thing, you know. I absolutely love this. The packaging on these are incredible. They really are. And then, of course, I want to say that's the Jesus star, because Santa, I think, is that old. But another snowy night. But on the bottom, we have all the legalese and stuff like that. The barcode if you need it, I guess. And then all that stuff. And then the Four Horsemen kind of thing up top right there. But, alright guys, let's get this man out of the packaging. Alright guys, so after playing with this for a few minutes, I finally managed to be able to get everything straightened out and learn the basic ins and outs of the figure, so I guess I should finish this review, right? So anyway, first up, he comes with a little Christmas tree kind of diorama thing. I don't have it all the way screwed in, but it came with this little pole thing, and I was like, oh, it's a collapsed version of his staff or something. And then I saw the snow base and the tree and the fact that there was a hole in it. And I was like, oh, this is probably a Christmas tree diorama kind of thing. So it is, and I'll mess around with it later. But yeah, you just stick the end of the tree like so into there. And then you'll get a nice little Christmas tree, snowy kind of diorama piece right there to fit in the tone. And then it also came... Before I get to the actual main accessories that this included, that you're supposed to display with the figure, it came with its own little goodie bag, like Santa's sack, but it has a lot of just normal Figura Obscura kind of accessories. Besides the duck and the puppy, there's a duck right there, stuffed duck, and then it comes with two knight helmets, knight head sculpts. If you got any other Figura Obscura, like knight figures, those will probably be good for you. And then this puppy, which looks amazing. It looks great. And then the other knight helmet right there. Looks really good. And I dropped it, of course. And it's actually a plastic bag that you... And I just noticed it has a loop, so you can put the loop over, or maybe it's for him to hold it. I'm not sure, but there is a loop for the bag And then he also comes with a trumpet. Very nicely painted trumpet right there. You got all the valves and stuff like that. Looking down the bell. Bell looks really nice. Overall, a decent trumpet, and they actually differentiated the mouthpiece, and the mouthpiece looks very good as well. You can see where the mouthpiece stops and the actual trumpet begins. So really cool trumpet right here. And I've never had a trumpet before from a figure, so this is really cool. This is a really cool piece to have. And then we have a drum right here that you can clip onto his belt or to one of his pockets, which we'll get into later. But nice paint on the drum. I like the gold on the drum, gold and red. Looks really nice. Solid drum. You know he's got to give out them toys, right? And then he comes with this stuffed elf, which again, I really dig. Very nicely painted. And it's not rubbing off on me, which is good too. So we got that. Then we've got a lantern, which this looks really cool. I really like this lantern. Because of course you got the flame in there, which is nicely painted as much as you can. The fogged up glass, that looks really nice. Then of course it looks like an antique. It has a black dry brushing on it to give it that sense of age, and just looks really nice, and it feels of quality too. No paint rubbing off at all, at least not yet. But really like this accessory. This one's dope. And then he also comes with a number of other accessories. He comes with an attachable and detachable hood, which we'll get into in a minute. But he also comes with this stick, this kind of shepherd's herding stick, I suppose. And it looks really nice. It has that wood kind of feel. It's very nice. It's nicely painted. Then you got the gold, whatever that is up top, because it's not big enough for him to hold. It's actually bigger than his hand grip. He's actually supposed to hold like down here. But overall, I really like this kind of stick he's got. Walking stick, cane, whatever you want to call it. It's very nice. And then he's got another satchel full of goodies. Got a teddy bear, some balls, a stuffed lion, a bugle, candy cane, a book. Anyone who'd ask a book on Christmas is insane to me. Nutcracker, 2 drumsticks. And yeah, the satchel looks really good. Nice leather texture applied right there. This looks very nice. And of course, you can just slip it on his shoulder like I had earlier. And then what else? I guess I'll talk about the... Oh, and also it's the same thing applies to this head. But he does come with 2 alternate heads, and they both come with their own kind of mistletoe kind of crown thing. Like, I can't really explain what it looks like. I can't really explain what plant this is, but I think it's supposed to be mistletoe. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, you just put it on top of his head like so, or you don't, either way. But he does come with alternate heads. It's literally just one with a longer beard and one without a longer beard. It's literally it. Same facial expression, same everything. I'm gonna keep the one with the longer beard on probably the most, just because I like Santa Claus with a long beard, but that's just me. And then I'm of course gonna touch on the hood real quick. And the hood comes off just like that. If I get the figure to stand properly. and it just has like a hook right there that you can unhook like so, put it around the ball joint, and reapply. And it also has a bendy wire in all components. All the white stuff has bendy wire in it. That goes for the figure too. It's really cool. But yeah, I like this a lot. I like giving him the hood just in case you want him like trekking through snow and stuff like that. You can give him that kind of look. And also the felt looks really nice on it. Overall, the soft goods on this figure are phenomenal, and they feel very nice, like what you'd imagine Santa's coat to be feeling like. I really like this hood. This hood's fantastic. But for now, we're going to stick with the shorter beard for the head, I guess. And then... Alright, so the actual figure now. So, he's of course covered in this coat. This big, very oversized coat. And I undid the belt. I did not know the belt was a piece that had to be pegged in, so the more you know. Come on. I know you guys like reusing your bucks, but sheesh. I'm gonna have to take this off camera, probably. It will not stay in there to save its life. There. There, we've got it. Geez, that belt was really tricky to get on, but I got it on, and I took the liberty of switching the head because I like this head more. So, let's take a better look at the figure. Of course, we have, like I said, 2 head sculpts, stuff like that. And I'll take the head off just to get you a better look at the coat. The coat looks very nice, and like I said, all of the white parts have a bendy wire in them to give you that dynamic kind of feel. Even the sleeves, so you could really give that kind of gravity look to the sleeves. I love this coat. This coat looks fantastic. I love all the gold embroidering and the white felt and stuff like that. I love the feeling of the fabric. I just like feeling this figure. It's really weird. And then of course we have a skirt, this very, not silk because it's rough. I guess that is kind of silk kind of skirt. And then of course we just have some knight legs under there, because who's really going to be looking at those legs? And we know Figuras 4 Horsemen likes to reuse body parts, so there's that. But we'll put the head on so it's not quite as shocking. But the aesthetic on this figure is amazing. And then if you roll up the sleeves, of course, you have these nice gloves right there, these nice shin guards, which look fantastic. Nice brown gloves. And then he's got pockets to put your different accessories in. Like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in this little elf right in there. It's gonna look very nice. But overall, I gotta hand it to 4 Horsemen. This figure is very impressive. Even though it doesn't have as much like real estate as the Headless Horseman, because of course the Headless Horseman came with a whole horse. This figure is awesome just because it's the folk Santa. It's not just a normal Santa. So he's got that going for him as well. But alright, with all that stuff out of the way, let's get into the articulation of this figure. So of course, like you keep seeing, I keep popping off the head of Santa. It's just a ball joint, so he moves down about that much, he moves up about that much, and then spins as much as you can get him, pretty much. And then, of course, on the inside, he's got ball joints like that can move out that far, move down. It's kind of hard to know where the joints are because of the coat. And then, of course, he can move up about that far, back about that far, of course, because of you don't want to rip the clothes. And then we have a single jointed elbow right there. And then we have a rotation in the cuff, and then a hinge in the wrist as well as spinny wrists. For the diaphragm, he has rotation right there. We're going to take off the belt. He has rotation in the diaphragm, and then he can't really crunch. Oh, there he goes. But with the beard, you know, he won't be able to crunch. But with the shorter head sculpt, he'll be able to use that crunch. And then, of course, he's got standard legs that you're used to seeing on Figura Obscura figures. Pretty sure this is actually the same. No, they're different. They're different legs than the Headless Horseman, but they're very similar. But you can go out about that far, and then you can go forward about that far, back about that far, like that. You got thigh swivel, single jointed knees right there, and then you can move up about that far in the ankle, down about that far. You can rotate the whole ankle. You have ankle pivot, and that does it for the articulation on this guy. He's pretty decently articulated, especially for the fact that he's covered in cloth. And up for our first comparison here, we have the new Father Christmas figure with Batman Noel, Batman, aka Lee Bermejo, Batman, whatever you want to call him. Lee Bermejo did a Christmas story featuring Batman. It's basically Christmas Carol, but Batman as Scrooge. It's a nice story. I read it every Christmas, so I feel like I had to put Lee Bermejo Batman with good old Father Christmas here, just to bring in those holiday feelings that I get to feel every Christmas for about 3 years so far. I've read Noel every Christmas. And for a more cheery side of things, we've of course got Lee Bermejo Superman right here, the holly jolly ghost of Christmas present in Batman Noel. So I thought it was fitting to have Father Christmas with Superman right there. Even though he's not the brightest colors in the world, I think they still work pretty good together. If, of course, you give him that touch-up like the Action Comics 1000 Superman. Here's a naughty boy that Santa visits every year and gives coal to him every single year just because he can. And that's, of course, the Snyder Cut Darkseid right there, the Target exclusive Darkseid, where it's actually Darkseid, not Euxis. So I thought I'd love to do something with that. I don't know what I'd do with it. If he came with a lump of coal, I'd totally do something with that, where Darkseid would just like look down at him puzzled. But since he doesn't come with a lump of coal, you get what you get, I suppose. But Darkseid, Santa Claus, what more do you want? Here we have Father Christmas with the only Figura Obscura figure I have besides him is, of course, the Headless Horseman. And yes, I just broke the chain, and I'm super angry about it. Don't even get me started about it. But these guys look really great together, and you could totally do some kind of holiday shelf, but I'm not going to. They're going to be interchangeable during the seasons. Of course, Headless Horseman's going to be Halloween in November, and then, of course, as December rolls around, you got to bust out the Father Christmas, you know what I mean? And I thought, just for shits and giggles, we'd do another cold-based character. We, of course, have Captain Cold from the Page Punchers line of McFarlane stuff with our Figura Obscura Father Christmas. And yeah, these multiverse figures don't stack up well, considering he is, I believe, 6 inches, and of course, McFarlane is 7 inch, so not really good along there. Aesthetically, they look great, but besides that, I wouldn't put these guys together at all, especially with this one being such higher quality than this one, of course. And alright guys, that'll do it for the full Horseman Figura Obscura Father Christmas figure. This figure is amazing. It's an amazing holiday piece. I'm so thankful that I managed to get it at retail price this time, unlike the Headless Horseman, which I'm still paying for, by the way. But overall, I'm very thankful to have this piece. He's a fantastic looking figure, and I'm totally going to have him up during the holidays in various poses. I don't know what I'm going to do for this year even yet. This is just the pose that I figured would be good for the end of the review, but like I said, amazing accessories. The cloth is fantastic. I love the bendy wires, all that good stuff. And yeah, I love all the diorama stuff and head sculpts and all that stuff. But yeah, that's the end of this review. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, be kind and courteous to one another, especially during this time of year. It's the holidays. Sometimes the holidays are good for others, and sometimes the holidays are not so good for others. You don't know what they're going to be going through, but besides that, keep collecting, and a very Merry Christmas from the Noober Reviews YouTube channel. I don't know if I'll have another review up before Christmas, but Merry Christmas, everybody, and have a Happy New Year, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.